You just bought your first board. You and thousands of other kids this year. Welcome to the fastest growing sport in the country.
Across the USA. Now I've seen some German rhymes in Carlsbad, and the flyway's drawn in LA. But the craziest part is when you catch a rip shot off the wall of that great paved wave. Be sure you're good to go. Everybody, and you'll see what I mean.
Riding's hot right now. A few years ago, there weren't many people into it. Today, just about everyone is dropping in. Nowadays, if you want to be hot, you have to fly out of the pool and re-enter. You gotta get air. Skateboarding fever is a national epidemic. You'll find 10 and 11-year-old veterans in every state.
I've been skateboarding about 4 years. 3 years. About a year and a half, maybe 2 years. About 1.5 to 2 years. Well, I started since I was a baby, just playing on it.
For some, skateboarding is a relatively new experience. A board, a skate park, and safety gear is a great way to start.
Button this.
A mother helps too.
Here, let me see it.
The sport has evolved. Professional and amateur competition puts on display skateboarding's state-of-the-art.
This side, and Bob, you judging that side?
I'll judge that.
Okay, Steve, Ray, you're not involved in this event.
Skateboarding's roots can be traced back to the late 50s, when homemade boards with steel wheels was the standard. Everyone was already into surfing, and skateboarding seemed like the logical solution to those flat, surfless days. It was a lot like surfing, the movement, the balance, trying to stay on top. But it had one big advantage. You didn't have to paddle, and you didn't have to wait. Scaled-down version of a surfboard, roller skate wheels on the bottom, and an endless wave of concrete. A new sport was born. When the urethane wheel came out, a new dimension was added to the sport. They had better traction and were much smoother. And with more responsive trucks, skateboarders found themselves limited only by their imagination. Now the sport's most pressing issue is safety. If skateboarding is to be enjoyed on such a widespread basis, then certain safety guidelines must be followed.
Whoa, that's hot.
Nice handstand.
Thanks. Yeah, do that again. Handstands are nice, but that's not where it's at. Surefooting is where it's at.
Surefooting? What's that?
Some kind of new trick? No, it's not a trick. Surefooting is skating safe. Are you guys surefooters?
Sure.
I guess so. With more and more people getting into skateboarding, there are more and more accidents. Most of them occur during the first few rides because a few novice skaters don't pay attention to some simple things.
Yeah, I really wiped out the first time.
Okay, let's see what you've learned. What's the first thing you need before you start skating?
A hot board.
Real smart. Let's see yours. What you really need is a safe board. A skateboard consists of
A deck, trucks.
wheels. This is the deck.
It comes in a variety of shapes and materials, from wood laminates like this one to plastics. Whatever it is, make sure it's well constructed. The truck should be clean, no cracks or bent axles. And the rubber steering inserts should be in good condition. Watch out for cracks, and grip tape is a must for any board. And the truck should be bolted all the way through the board so they don't come off. And what are these wheels made up of?
Man, that's a hard word.
Urethane, and make sure you stick with it. The metal or composition wheels don't provide the control and safety margin of the plastic wheels, and they don't last half as long. And what makes the wheels spin?
The bearings.
So it's important that they stay clean. Sealed bearings in one-piece trucks are best because they prevent the dirt and rust from getting inside.
Yeah, I had a wheel lock up on me once.
Whoa.
Yeah, I took a heavy beeper.
Okay, you got a hot board. Now what? Your board's incomplete without it. A helmet? Right. A lot of kids forget they have a head on their shoulders until they hit it on the pavement. Other athletes wear them if they're smart.
Pads help, too.
Without them, you'll have a good case of road rash. Street pizza.
Rude.
And what should everyone wear?
Pads.
Gloves. I've seen a few people with wrist and ankle guards.
And I saw someone with hip pads.
What's left? Surefooting. Does that help?
Shoes.
Shoes. Barefooting is out. A good pair of shoes will help you stay on top of your board.
Hey, let's see you do a 360.
Sure.
No one, Mom. Put the milk away.
Hi.
Hi.
You got your helmet?
Now which foot do I start with?
Neither.
Huh?
You're not ready to get on your board yet.
Why not?
There's still a few things you got to do first, like sticking on your helmet. But before you do, loosen up before you get on your board. You don't want to be stiff.
Now which foot?
Oh, wait a minute. Got to check your board first. No cracks on the deck. Truck's on solid. Wheels spin okay. Looks good. One more thing.
What?
Learning how to fall.
Thought the object was not to fall.
You ever seen me fall?
Yeah.
And you're gonna fall too. Everyone does. Rule number 1, never do anything on a dare. Rule number 2, always try to outrun the fall by getting off the front of the board. Backflips are not cool. And relax. Go in the direction of the fall. Don't fight it. If you can't outrun the fall, you should roll and tumble.
Let's see.
Keep your arms in, your head down, and don't put all the weight on one hand. If you can't roll, try spreading the impact out. Got it?
I think so.
Don't worry, you'll have a lot of practice. Which foot do you kick your soccer ball with?
My right.
All right, put that one in the front. You got the board backwards. After you put your helmet on, just push off and put your other foot on.
have plenty of time to practice. What's more important is where you practice.
I know this place with these great sidewalks. We skate there all the time.
Hold it. That's exactly where you shouldn't skate. It may look peaceful enough, but that can be deceptive.
Music station that keeps you in touch.
I know a place where there aren't any cars.
Are you really sure? Unless the street is blocked off to traffic, you never know.
So where do you skate?
There's a playground at the junior high.
I know a basketball court that's usually empty.
There's a real radical skate park near my house.
Anywhere where the surface is smooth and free of traffic is okay. Skateboard parks are perfect. They offer a controlled environment free of cars and pedestrians. The surfaces are smooth and great for getting radical. So what's more important than doing a handstand?
Sure-footing.
And how do you do that?
Get a safe board.
And a helmet.
Pads. Know where you should skate.
And?
Shoes.
Well, let's sure-foot it.
All right.
Everybody gather round now. There's a message that I must convey. It's about all of these wild skate parks across the USA. Now I've seen some jamming rides in Carlsbad and the flyaway's done in LA. But the craziest spot is when you catch a rim shot off the wall of that great paved wave. Be sure you're turns coming off the wall. He looked all right, but it took a heavy beat in Denver